coming to you with another video. This is going to be my first talk through video, so I'm kind of nervous, so bear with me. I just feel like talking to the camera and like trying to remember exactly how to say things sometimes makes me a little nervous, so please bear with me. But this video is super exciting for me to film because it's all about my hair. I got my hair from KENDRA'S boutique and I'm really excited to talk to you about it, so keep watching. A little background story on the hair that I used to wear before this hair so I can kind of compare and contrast them. So before I wore this hair, I for 5 years straight wore extensions plus. The thing is, it is a little bit too pricey for the average person. I feel like when you constantly purchase hair over and over again and you want to try out new hairstyles, you don't really want to spend an overload of money all the time and have like your pockets pretty much empty. So I love that hair very much and it was great quality, but in comparison to some other hair companies that are out there that are a little bit cheaper, I feel like I wanted to give it a try. So I branched out from Extensions Plus recently and I started 2 different hair companies. Now the first hair company I started with was a hair company that I'm not going to say the name of because I did not have a good experience with their hair at all. When I originally got the hair, it was beautiful. I fell in love with it. It was everything that I could ever ask for, and I got it in a wavy texture. Now, I always like to get my hair long, so it was like around 24 inches long, and I got it installed, and originally I loved it, and I actually filmed a tutorial for you a couple months ago using that hair in my head, and all my tutorials up until now using that hair. And a problem that I had with it was I do not like having huge maintenance on hair that I wear every day. So that hair required so much maintenance. It got tangly so fast and it was just not, good for every day. And it would also just shed crazy. And I would be, in class or, out to dinner or even in my own house. And sometimes I put my hands through my hair like this and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strands would all come out. And I could not stand it. I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. My hair's all over the floor. People are gonna be like, oh my God, ew, her hair's all over the floor. And I mean, it sounds like first world problems, but you don't want your hair shedding all the time. And I just couldn't take it anymore. So I took it out and I did a little bit more research and I found KENDRA'S boutique and I saw that a lot of girls on Instagram that were, advertising for it said it was great hair. I get a little apprehensive at first because, when you go to Instagram models, you look at their Instagram page and you say, wow, they have such beautiful hair. Their hair looks great all the time. But they're also, promoting the hair and sponsored. So the hair company's either, paying for the hair for them and sending it to them, or they're paying the women to advertise for their hair. So it's kind of difficult to get a factual, response from people on how much they really like the hair. So here is your response. I purchased KENDRA'S boutique hair. I finally just sucked it up and got the hair, and I am in love with it. I have 3 bundles in my hair. I have a 26 inch, a 24 inch, and a 22 inch. And then I got an 18 inch closure. Now I love how silky straight the hair is. It brushes very well. It straightens and curls very well, and I hardly get any tangles. This is like the little card that I got with the hair company. On the front is Black China, so I'm guessing that she advertises or is sponsored by the hair company. I'm not really 100% sure, but her hair always looks great, so I love that. And she's on the front, and it gives you like a little bit of information on the back on how to maintain the hair. So I read that and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty easy maintenance because the first 2 weeks that I get my hair put in, I am wrapping it, I'm making it super nice, I'm making sure that I do it at night, and then I start to get lazy. And I don't want to get lazy and then the hair get all crappy. So I'm happy that this hair does not require me to maintain it so much, and it still is so easy to wake up in the morning and shake my hair. Now I know my other college girls out there don't want to have to devote their whole morning to doing their hair and making sure that it looks good all the time, and you do not have to do that. I literally take 10 minutes in the morning to do my hair, not even. I literally just brush it out and I run the straightener through it just to make sure that it's not like a little crinkly from when I was laying in bed, and then I'm ready to go. I actually spend more time on my makeup now than I do on my hair in the morning, which is used to be reversed. So that is super exciting and I'm happy about that. But I've had the hair on for about 2.5, 3 weeks now, and I'm in love with it, and I really think that it's a great deal for anyone. And the great thing about the website is they have bundle deals. So it's not like you have to keep purchasing every bundle by itself. You can purchase 2, 3, 4 bundles, and it's like a bundle deal. So my bundle deal was 3 bundles for $270. Now with Extensions Plus, that was how much my bundles were per bundle, and I still used 3 bundles. So I was like, oh my God, this is so expensive. It's putting such a hole in my pocket. And yes, the hair was great, but if you can get good quality hair for a good price, why wouldn't you want that instead? So that's what I was super excited about. And I also purchased this closure, and it was $90. So my grand total came out to like $380 something, and I paid for overnight shipping, so it came out to like $400. But that's still, you know, a really good deal for long lasting hair. Now the one con that I have to say about the closure is when I first got it, it was super thick, so the part line was not showing as well as it should have. So when I went to my hairdresser and she installed my hair for me, she was like, oh my God, this closure is so thick. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to pluck it to make it look natural. She was taking like a half hour to pluck it out and to make it look sort of natural. And I originally liked it, and then I came home and I said, you know what? I'm gonna pluck it even more to my natural hairline, just be extremely careful, because with closures, you have to be very careful with them because you don't want to rip them. So that's what I did, and I just individually, you know, took each hair out and I ripped it, and I made sure that my part closest to my head was a little bit thicker than the rest, because my natural part is thicker here than it is in the back. So I made it kind of customized to my own hair. Now I want to just stand up and show you how the hair looks. So it has, you know, natural long layers, and it comes to about a little bit below my waist. So that's good. I'm going to show you it from the back. So, and the good thing about it is that even though, you know, it is a little bit thinner at the bottom, you can kind of see the ends. They're not like straggly or super like, you know, strained looking, like they look like they're stringy. They all are pretty full at the bottom. It's just not super thick at the bottom, but that's kind of how I like my hair anyway, so I don't really feel like that's that big of a deal. So that is something that you can definitely take into consideration. If you like your hair thicker at the bottom, then, you know, either you would compromise for that or you would just look for a different hair. But like I said, this hair is wonderful. I am so happy with it, and I will definitely do like a month update or like a 2-month update and letting you know how much I love the hair still, and if it gets tangled or if it, you know, doesn't work well for me, or if it, you know, sheds a lot. Because right now I have not received not 1 or 2 hair follicles coming out, and I have not really experienced much tangling. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the hair. I will definitely make another video for you on the hair. I will definitely get to that in a month or 2. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like, comment, and subscribe. Mwah!